Hey guys, what's up? I'm your host Rohit Khurana on Intellect Digest and we are back with Xolo A600. The Xolo A600 is an affordable smartphone. If you are looking for a smartphone in a price segment of 7 to 8,000 rupees, the A600 is a pretty smartphone. In this video, we'll give you a comprehensive review of the Xolo A600. We'll talk about all the important aspects including the battery life, camera capability, the display, gaming capability, benchmarks, performance, specification, as well as overall software performance of this phone. Let's get started. Talking about the box contents, you get the phone itself, there is a charger, data cable, you also get a screen protector which is bundled, and to our surprise we got a flat cable 3.5mm earphones which are supplied with this phone. We tested the sound quality, these are in the earphones and they sound good. The bass levels are not up to the expectations, but the treble as well as sound clarity is good. So these are in fact beyond our expectation because the phone is priced in a segment of 7 to 8,000 rupees. You don't get in the earphones with flat cable, especially in this price segment. Let's start with a hardware tour and build quality review. On front you get a 4.5-inch display which is a QHD display with a display resolution of 540 by 960 pixels, and for the screen size it looks really good. You don't need a high definition display on a 4.5-inch. The color reproduction is really good and the viewing angles are great. The display used on this phone is really beautiful. Below the display you get 3 touch capacitive buttons and there is a mic hole just below the bezel. You can see it is easily visible from the front. On the top you get a standard earpiece with Xolo branding around it, and there are some sensors with a front-facing 0.3 megapixel camera. On the top right hand side you get a power or wake up key. This is again finished in white color. On the left hand side you get a volume rocker which is again finished in white color, and the press of these buttons are fairly tactile. On the top you get a 3.5mm standard earphone port followed by a micro USB port for charging as well as data transfer. On rear you get a 5 megapixel autofocus camera module which comes with LED flash, and there is a speaker cutout at the bottom. Removing the back flap, we get access to the 1900 mAh lithium polymer battery which is bundled, and there are 2 SIM card slots. The SIM 1 accepts 3G as well as 2G SIM, whereas SIM 2 is only a 2G SIM. There is also a micro SD card slot. It has 4GB internal memory, so you may want to expand the memory by adding a micro SD card. Moving on to the screen and display of this phone, this display is very good and very vibrant. It looks very brilliant. The colors come out to be very precise, and we'll give you a gameplay demo to show you how the colors come out to be. So let's play a few games and show you how it looks. After gaming, let's talk about the specifications and benchmark scores. We tested with the Antutu benchmark tool and we got a score of 10,952, which is really good for a phone which is priced under 8,000 rupees. We also tested with the Nina Mark II for graphics performance and we got a score of 36.7 frames per second. This phone uses a Mali 400 GPU and is capable of performing really well when it comes to graphics. What it means is that you can play most moderate games, but there is a limitation that there is only 512 MB of RAM, so you may not be able to play very heavy games smoothly on this phone. But however, you can play games like the Dead Trigger, Frontline Commando, Subway Surf, etc. with ease. There is no problem whatsoever. On software front, this phone is very responsive and runs Android Jelly Bean 4.2.2 right out of the box, and you don't need to wait for the updates. There is single finger swipe for notification, dual finger swipe for quick toggles, etc. Talking about the camera performance, the camera performs really well on this phone. The pictures come out to be sharp and precise. There is HDR mode also available, so the camera sensor is fairly loaded. And one thing which is really interesting is that while you're recording a video, you can click pictures, a still picture within the video, which is a very good feature, especially for a budget phone. The HDR pictures come out to be really vibrant compared to the standard pictures, and the camera does not disappoint us. In this price segment, this camera is really good. After camera, let's talk about the audio visual performance or multimedia performance of this phone. We played a music track on speakerphone and we got some good sound clarity. One thing worth mentioning is that the speaker slot at the rear, it does not muffle the sound even when you put it on the flat surface. Because of a smart design, there is a small protrusion coming just next to the speaker hole. So when you put it on the flat surface, the protrusion prevents the back slot from getting covered, which means that the speaker is not muffled when you put it on a flat surface and the sound remains loud and clear. The QHD display is also great for viewing videos. We played some videos on the phone and they played without any problem. The video streaming on YouTube on Wi-Fi is seamless and there is no problem when it comes to video experience. Summarizing our review of the Xolo A600, we find that this phone is a very high value for money in this price segment. The camera is really good, the sound is really good, the build quality, the display, the gaming performance, the overall experience is very good. The only downside is that there is only 512 MB of RAM, so you may not be able to play very heavy games, but in this price segment you don't have many choices either. In the price segment, it is one of the best phones that we have tested so far. This is all we have for you on a detailed review of the Xolo A600. We hope you like this video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below. For more such videos, stay subscribed by pressing the subscribe button. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.